Check out what I found behind me. This is the refreshed 2024 GMC Sierra 2500 HD. This is the Denali Ultimate, the first ever trim level Denali Ultimate. Let's go have a look. All right, so yes, I showed you this when it came out in Detroit. However, we want to have another look at it again today. Check out, first and foremost, the beautiful color this is in. This is a titanium rush metallic, easily one of my favorite colors. Now, like you're seeing in the half-ton trucks, and also, of course, you're going to see on the Yukons as well in the Denali Ultimate, you're going to have the Dark Vader chrome here out front with the black badging. You're not seeing that typical red badging you're going to see with the GMCs. Obviously, everything is going to be paint matched, of course. The whole front end of this, in terms of the looks, has changed. You have to see a little bit different taillight, and of course, a massive change in the inside of this truck as well. But first and foremost, one of the things I love is the addition right here of the 2500. Now, of course, that's 3500. It's going to say 3500 there, right? You have the massive C-shaped daytime running lamps. LED headlamps, of course, in this one. All the safety trim you can see has the front park assist, obviously, there as well. Chrome touches down here. The only thing obviously I'm a GMC guy. The one thing I'm not super fan of is the mix of chrome. I think they should have used the Black Vader chrome. See on the mirror caps, it's chrome. The chrome down here. I think they should have kept that Dark Vader chrome throughout the look of it. But hey, that's just me, personal preference. They've added this little wing up here, this chrome wing here in this as well. There is a change underneath the hood of this one also in the Duramax. So the only option you have, by the way, in the Denali Ultimate is the Duramax motor engine, 470 horsepower, 975 foot-pound of torque, and it's usable power. So they weren't chasing the highest numbers out there. They wanted power that was usable down in the lower end when you're actually towing. You do have a 22-inch wheel option available this year. These are 20s you see on here, but you can get a 22-inch wheel. I haven't yet to see them yet actually on this truck, but that is the case. So there again, chrome mirror caps, chrome door handles, whatever. It still looks good, but again, I would have liked to see that maybe in that Dark Vader chrome. Maybe they can't do that. Maybe there's reasons why it maybe wouldn't show up as well. I don't know what it is. Step here on the side, of course, like they always have had. So really the side profile of the truck, other than, maybe a little bit of the fender change there as well. Pardon me, the fender flare, sorry. And of course that 2500 badging off the side. But the rest of the truck here remains the same as it did in the outgoing model. The 2022s and prior. Still have the massive step here in the back, but again, a little bit different design here in the rear taillights, pardon me. I still think they also should have added Denali Ultimate down here somewhere as well. Maybe put Sierra up here, Denali, but whatever. Again, those are really finicky things. Did an amazing job. Multi-Pro, 6-position tailgate, of course. You're gonna have the ability to have the kicker audio system. In fact, I think it's supposed to come standard with a kicker audio system. I'm not 100% on that one. I'll mention that in the comments if not. But of course, it's got the prep package here for your fifth wheel. Tons of tie downs here. You've got 3 in each corner, plus the ability to have 3 off either side and 3 in the front. You see these rubber grommets here? Those will pop out, and you can actually pop those out and put in the tie down accessories from GM. Power back here, of course. LED lighting back here also. There's your power for your fifth wheel lighting, pardon me. So yeah, and close this up here. Power sliding rear window there, as you can see. Obviously that's a standard feature. Tons of cameras in this, by the way. All the camera views all around this thing back here, up there on the third brake light, off the mirrors, off the front. I mean, they're everywhere, of course, because you have that surround vision camera, obviously. Now, Alpine Umber interior in this one. Check this out. How phenomenal is this interior? Like we're seeing, of course, in the Denali Ultimate Yukon and the Denali Ultimate half-ton trucks they came out with at the end of 2022. I love the aluminum trim around the Bose stereo system here as well. By the way, a massive awesome Bose stereo sound system in this as well. Power back here for your rear passengers, not to mention, of course, vents, and of course heated rear seats. Again, as you saw, this opens up here for storage. That lifts up there. Great looking truck. This one doesn't have the all-weather liners, but of course you can get an all-weather liner in this one. Suede headliner in this one as well. It even has a leather wrap around the handles here, so they didn't leave anything to spare when it comes to even the back seat of this. Topographical map all throughout this vehicle. You can't really see because it's dark in here. You might be able to see the lines here. Real leather back here though as well. So again, they're not chinsing out when it comes to this truck, even when it comes to the back seat passengers. One thing I think that they should have done again was you have the the power door right there. Why didn't they do this? At least in the Denali Ultimate, have that power door lock back there. A little bit of a nuisance, especially if you have kids, but again, I'm nitpicking, right? These are little things that just made it perfect, although I still think this is pretty perfect. Memory seats obviously in this one, right? There's your Bose stereo system there again. A nice Ultimate badging down here with the geographical location of Mount Denali. If you didn't already know that, Mount Denali is the highest peak in North America. This is the highest peak of trucks. That's why they call it the Denali and Denali Ultimate, of course. Ultimate badging here in the seats, of course, Ultimate badging there. Look at this, the extra stitching throughout this one, the double piping, the double stitching, like, man, the attention to detail on this is fantastic. Heads-up display here, obviously, as well, which is going to come up right up there. Massive, this is the massive change here, 13.4-inch color touchscreen right there, right out of the half-ton trucks, as well as a over 12-inch programmable screen in front of the driver. So touchscreen over there, driver here, all Google integration, of course, into there as well. Separate climate control, obviously, for driver, passenger, heated and ventilated seats, push button start. There's your exhaust raise button there. Yes, you have the trailer brake controller here. Some of you like it, some of you don't. That's where it is, all right? So that's the case of that. And yes, no panel sunroof in this, but this is not a generational change. This is just a refresh. They'd have to change the whole roof line to put a panel sunroof in. We're not going to see that, I would think, until at least 2026. This is 2024, so I guess we're not really that far away if you think about it. But regardless, regular sunroof there. I'm not buying a truck because of the sunroof anyways, but that's just me. Right here is the rear vision camera mirror, HD camera mirror. Pretty awesome. If you flick that, it changes back and forth from a regular mirror to the camera mirror. And again, tons of storage here. Your wireless charging fits right down there. I have a massive phone with a big case. I got the 14 Pro Max iPhone plus a big case around it, and it fits in there and it charges quite well, actually. Auto Shock 4-wheel drive system, of course. They didn't come out with that until 2020. You could only get 4 high, 4 low, or 2-wheel drive. But now you have the auto, and of course, that's going to be a standard feature, obviously, in this trim level of truck, obviously in the Denali Ultimate. But again, oh, and the other thing they've changed, of course, unlike the half tons, which have the center console shifter right here, as you can see, it doesn't. They've retained the column shifter for many of you who obviously wanted that. You've got the Paladeo wood here, by the way, as well. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm seeing things as I'm going through. And you know, again, great quality. You got the wood here as well. Suede headliner, of course, up here in the front, obviously, as it blends all the way through. There's your lights here for the backup. Mirrors are the same as the older truck, but again, this is the 2024 GMC Sierra 2500 HD Denali Ultimate. I know it's a mouthful, but this truck is something else. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care.